If you're a mold removal business owner considering Google Ads, then this video is for you. I'll walk you through what you can realistically expect, what factors can affect performance in this industry, and whether Google Ads makes sense for mold removal businesses, depending on your market. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're a mold removal business and you're thinking whether Google Ads is worth it or not, then in this video we're going to talk about what you can expect if you run Google Ads, and I'm going to share my experiences after managing different mold removal campaigns for different locations. And this is one of our example account, and this business is also a mold removal, mold remediation business. And as you can see, in the last 60 days, we've generated around 100 conversions. And the conversions can include phone call related conversions as well as form submissions. So phone call related conversions can be phone calls can come directly from ads, or another way would be if they're using mobile devices, for example, if they click on a call button, and we're going to track that event as a conversion as well. So overall, we're tracking 3 types of conversions, and you can see the results from here. We've generated around 584 clicks, and this is cost per conversion around $91.68. And we've generated 100 conversions and the search impression share metric. So this business runs Google Ads in different locations, and this is the result for one location. And usually I help businesses run Google Ads in different industries, and you can see some of these results from here, where I've helped local service businesses to generate phone calls and form submissions using Google Ads. And you can also check my website to see more of these kind of case studies. So is it worth it to run Google Ads for mold removal business? I've done a quick Google search, and as you can see, we can see sponsored results. And my search query was mold removal near me. Why Google Ads can be better than other options? So you might have Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or TikTok ads, or other social media ads. And they might say our cost per click can be cheaper. Our ads can cost cheaper. Why Google Ads can be better than those platforms? Because if somebody is urgently looking for help, most probably they would search on Google, right? They would not search on Facebook if they are looking for certain things urgently. A quick reminder, I've generated thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. I made a checklist of things to check in your Google Ads account. Focus it on generating phone calls. If you want it, click the link in the description below and I'll send it to you for free. And among Google Ads platforms, Google Ads can have several networks such as display, video, or Gmail, and search, let's say. And it can have cross-platform networks. And among Google Ads networks, I would say Google Search can have the highest intent users, because people are urgently looking for services and they can go on Google Search rather than display, video, or other types of networks. So that's why advertising on Google Search can help you attract high intent users when they are searching for your services on Google. And if you can show up with the relevant headlines and descriptions, you can increase your chance of converting some of these traffic. So as you can see with Google Search, you can have headlines and descriptions. They can either click on your ad and they can visit your landing page, and after going through the content of your website, they can call from your website or they can submit a form. And another way would be if you add a call button with your ad, which is called a call extension, they can directly call from your ad. And as you can see, there are other sponsored ads as well, which have call extensions. So the point is, with the right targeting, with relevant headlines and descriptions, and overall, if you have created campaigns, focus it on generating phone calls, you can increase your chance of generating more phone calls with Google search ads. So now let's see what you can expect if you run Google search ads, and how much would it cost, and how many phone calls or form submissions you can expect if you run Google Ads. So with Google Ads in the mold removal industry, I'm including here 2 scenarios. Let's say you have 8% conversion rate, and which means your targeting is not right and the quality of your campaigns can be poor, and which kind of result you can expect from that type of campaign. And another type of campaign can have 16% conversion rate, which means it is 2 times better than the previous example. And again, this number is more realistic. But my current number with the client that I'm managing right now is better than even this one. But here I'm trying to be more realistic and try not to make the numbers look so good that the numbers might not be realistic with that way. So that's why, let's say, as an example for this video, we're going to use 2 scenarios. with 8% conversion rate and 16% conversion rate. This 16% conversion rate is not the best result, and you can improve that even more. And 8% conversion rate is a lower quality campaign result, and there is a lot more room for growth. And we can see two scenarios and what you can expect with their cost per click numbers. So with 8% conversion rate, to receive one phone call, we need to get around 12 to 13 clicks. With 16% conversion rate, to receive one phone call, we need to get 6 to 7 clicks, which means the number of clicks required are 2 times less, which means it can be 2 times cheaper if you have this difference with your conversion rates. That's why always try to improve your conversion rate, which means try to improve the quality of your campaigns and try to make them focused to receive phone calls and form submissions by targeting higher quality keywords and by improving your headlines and descriptions and overall improving your campaign structure. So now let's calculate how much would it cost to generate 12 to 13 clicks, 6 to 7 clicks. To know that, we need to have our cost per click numbers. So let's find out how much would it cost to receive one click. So we can find cost per click numbers in two ways. You can use third-party platforms and find cost per click numbers if you don't have Google Ads account. But if you have Google Ads account, I'm going to show you that as well, how you find your cost per click numbers. But let's start with this way first. So we're going to put our target keyword here. And by the way, we're using wordstream.com/keywords. This is a free tool, and you can have an idea how much would it cost to receive one click for a particular keyword. As you can see, we have used the word mold removal near me. And we don't have to specify the industry because the keyword itself can tell about the industry and state or country. The downside of this tool, you don't have too much option with the location targeting. But with Google Ads Keyword Planner, of course, we can target more specific locations. But let's continue and see the results from here. As you can see, the numbers start from, let's say, $7 to $8 up to 20, 40, or even certain keywords can go up to $100. And on average, we can say $10 would be enough for us to be eligible for most of these keywords. And we're going to be eligible for top of page with low range, at least with $10 cost per click for most of these keywords, right? So we can have an idea. So $10 should be enough to generate us some number of clicks. And let's see that number with Google Ads Keyword Planner tool. So we're in the Google Ads Keyword Planner. So once you're in the Google Ads account, you're going to go to Tools. And the Planning, you're going to go to Keyword Planner and click on Discover New Keywords. And here we're going to put our target keyword. So let's say our target keyword is mold removal near me. And with one target keyword, we can have more target keywords after that. So as you can see, this target keyword generated 133 keyword ideas. So we're going to go through these keywords. And as you can see, the cost per click numbers, again, starting from, let's say, $7. This is around $10, $8, $9, $6.50. Let's say $10 again would be enough for us to be eligible for top of page with low range, which means at least we're going to be eligible for top of page with low range. And if it's not enough to get us impressions and clicks, we can always come back and increase the top of page with low range to, let's say, from $10 to $11, $12, $14. We can increase that to get more impressions and clicks. But based on the data we're seeing here, $10 should be enough for now. So now if we calculate the cost per phone call, the cost per click of $10 with 13 clicks would cost $130 with 8% conversion rate. And with 16% conversion rate, it requires less clicks with 7 clicks, which is around $70. And that's how much it would cost to receive one phone call, or I would say one form submission. And as you can see the difference, the higher the conversion rate, the cheaper it would be to receive the same number of phone calls. That's why try to improve your conversion rates all the time. And now let's calculate how many phone calls we can get with $100 daily budget. As you can see here, with 8% conversion rate, with $100 daily budget, it is even not enough to receive one phone call. Sometimes you might receive one phone call, or some days you might not receive even one phone call, because the cost per phone call or cost per form submission is more than your daily budget, more than $100. And that's not guaranteed you're going to receive one phone call every day. And with the second way, with 16% conversion rate, the cost per phone call was around $70. And with $100 daily budget, we can receive around 1.4 phone calls, which is 1 or 2 phone calls per day. And it is much better. And in this industry, it is achievable to receive cost per phone call with $70. and sometimes it can even be much cheaper. But on average, let's say $70 cost per phone call or form submission. And now let's calculate how many phone calls or form submissions we can get with $200 daily budget. And with $200 daily budget, as you can see, with the first version, we're receiving around 1.5 phone calls, which means 1 or 2 phone calls per day. And with the second way, with $200 daily budget, we're receiving around 2.9 phone calls, which is around 3 phone calls per day, which is much better. And in this industry, if certain locations are profitable, you can comfortably increase your daily budget, because once it gets more and more profitable, you can easily increase your daily budget because you're making profit. Let's say you're receiving phone calls, $70 cost per phone call, or let's say $80, $90, if it's still profitable, then you can increase your daily budget. And in this industry, I would confidently say certain businesses can put their daily budgets $1,000 per day. It can happen in this industry. But again, if they're profitable and with the right targeting, with relevant keyword structure and relevant landing pages, you can improve your numbers and you can improve your conversion rate. But overall, that's a high level overview of what you can expect if you have these kind of numbers. What you can expect with 8% conversion rate and 16% conversion rate. I'm trying to be more realistic here. I'm not putting here like 30% conversion rate, 40% conversion rate, just to show the numbers to be unrealistically good. These are the numbers that you can expect if you have a mold removal business. And as I told, if you are profitable and you are making money with this way, you can increase your budget. And at the same time, you need to make sure that your cost per phone call or cost per form submission shouldn't increase if you're increasing your budget. Or at least the cost per phone call or cost per form submission you're getting shouldn't be in the unprofitable range. Again, guys, this is what you can expect if you have these kind of numbers. And we're using here $10 cost per click. And depending on your location, you can change these numbers. And depending on your campaign quality, these numbers might be different. For example, you might have different conversion rate, or you might have different average CPC. Depending on that, that's how you can calculate what you can expect from Google Ads for your mold removal business. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls or form submissions for your mold removal business, you can also apply to work with me, and I can help you generate high quality phone calls or form submissions using Google Ads. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.